up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Hugging along.
That's it.
Do what you gotta do.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, August 29th. Today is one of our vendors and sponsors' birthday. His name is Frank Perusa, and he is a doll, and I'm sure he's not watching yet, but he will be tonight. Happy birthday, Frank. We're going to Casariano right after the show
Happy
to have
birthday.
a drink with you.
Happy birthday.
And thank you, Frank. He's one of the guys on Long Island. You have a car accident, you need something with your tires. There he is. And he's right in New Hyde Park. And he's just he's been around for about 11 years. And how I met him was we were having an event, and he said, "Are they dancing girls and are they girls?" And I said yes, and we've been friends since.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Thanks, Frank. And
I thought you were going to say you had an accident.
No, well, no, not yet. Also, we have our wonderful new dad.
That's right.
Danny and Nicole Costello just had a baby.
Congrats.
Emmett,
That's right. Thank you.
5 pounds, 3 ounces.
Sure.
Doing good, mommy.
Doing fantastic.
And he's what? Harvard what?
Harvard bound. Yeah.
Harvard bound. So what is he going to be, this big philosopher or what?
Harvard.
Yeah.
Harvard bound. That's all
So
we care
keep-
about. Full ride.
Keep doing those mortgages.
That's right. That's
gotta
right.
keep
That's-
making the bucks.
That's what we'll do.
I have my co-hosts here. My namesake.
Yes, very rare. We have 2 Valentinas here in the
2
room.
Valentinas on the
Yep.
stage.
Mhm.
Valentina Ford Joan.
Yep.
She's a good friend. She's an actress.
Yep.
She's a real estate guru.
Yep.
She sells great things.
I do.
And partier, too.
I
You're
do
all
like
over.
my martinis. I'm always looking for my next martini. Where is it going to be? And always like to try new places.
And she's in The Fontanas, which
I
is
am.
the show that's coming
Yep.
up.
I
The new
know
series.
Hollywood's going to find me somehow, some way.
And then we have this beauty, Sarah Martin. First of all, the outfit she's on today. I saw her walking in with those long legs. You can really walk.
Oh, thanks.
Jesus. Silent Envy Productions.
Yes.
And she's a film producer. She's a director. She's a cinematographer. She does production. She does writing. And
Wow.
you write, I guess, everything for people that can't write. Or,
Right, and I do corrections too, like screenplays, and
Wow.
I
And you
critique.
have a home in Florida. And you have a home in
I
Poconos.
have a vacation rental, in the Poconos.
And
if
you have a
anybody-
vacation rental where?
In Saratoga.
So I'm very upset. I don't have a vacation rental anywhere.
Yeah.
But I live in a senior citizen development, and I'm the youngest one there. And
was
I
gonna
feel
say,
young.
You're not no
Nice.
senior citizen.
It's a
I am.
vacation every day, Valentina.
Well, the things that go on in my development are hysterical.
Oh,
But they're sweet, they're cute, and it makes me young.
That's
because
it.
I'm always looking at some. I mean, I have a cane, but they have much more than canes.
Mm.
And they're very nosy.
yeah.
So it's sort of fun to be. And if you do anything wrong, you get a photo.
Are you going to get scolded?
You do, and
Yeah.
you get in trouble for garbage if you throw a piece of gum out, or park your car wrong,
Yeah.
or come in the one way, which I do every now and then.
Oh, my
but I
goodness.
usually do it late at night, but I get caught anyway.
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's that Valentina coming.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
So, anyways, let's talk a little bit with you. Thank you
Sure.
for co-hosting.
Oh, thank you for having me. I know we've been trying to get together to do this for quite a bit, but I have been busy, and I appreciate you not giving up on me. And
no,
here I am.
I'm not a quitter.
Here I am. Here I am.
So let's talk about your,
Sure.
your role at the
as
operation.
as a realtor, or
Yes,
which
well,
role? I wear
she
many
was-
different hats.
She was a teacher, guys.
Yes, yes.
In my alma mater back in Floral Park.
Yep, yep. So I spent 30 years as a high school math teacher. So I definitely take great pride. At that time I was helping students achieve their academic goals. And then I also taught at St. John's University for a bit as well. But my passion has always been real estate. And I just, after I retired, my goal was to be that realtor that I always wished I had. And I feel like now I'm helping buyers, sellers achieve their real estate goals. And another one of my passions was to always get a vacation rental. I wanted to do Airbnb. And so I was able to get that. And my husband and I are running this Airbnb in the Poconos. So great vacation. And what was the other thing? I have many.
How'd you became an actress?
That was
An overnight success.
And that was my other thing. So I feel like I'm living. I'm doing everything that I've always wanted to do in my life, or when I was younger, at a later time.
And you're on your
But
second marriage, right?
I am on my second
Second
marriage.
time is the best.
Yes, and we just found out actually that my stepson and daughter-in-law are having a baby.
Oh, you're gonna be a grandma.
So, and next Saturday, I am blessed that they're going to have the gender reveal at
that's
my
a lot
house.
of fun. Oh, how
So
nice.
I can't wait. The baby is due around Valentine's Day.
Oh,
I did suggest
Valentina.
whether it's a boy or girl, because my dad's name was Valentino. That's how
And
I
that
ended
was
up.
my uncle's name.
And
Yep.
that's how I got my name.
Isn't that funny?
About that.
But that side of the family's Irish, so I'm not really sure they're going to go with that.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm
Right,
Italian, and my
right.
grandchildren are Caitlin and Kyle.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
They call them the cows. K-A-L apostrophe. It's cute.
Yes, yeah.
And my two daughters, my daughter and her wife, are the Jens.
Oh.
J-E-N-N apostrophe S.
Oh, okay.
So talk
That's
about
Yeah.
not getting anything.
Right.
It was my way. Forget about it. But
Yeah, it's all good. God bless. I'm just really excited about having all this
Great.
stuff going on. Yeah,
and
good
I met
stuff.
her mother because I did a scene
Oh, yes.
in the Fontanas at her mother's bedroom.
Oh, my God. She's a trip, my mother.
She's how old again?
She's going to be 87.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's this little tiny.
Yes, yeah. So we have, so I'm very also, my other hat, I wear, I'm very involved in my community.
Right.
The Civic Association. And so we host concerts in our park, in the summer. And my mother she definitely is the hit. She's in the front of the stage.
Unbelievable.
She's dancing all night. So even like I'm involved in the neighborhood, everyone knows my mother, and they're like, "Oh, you're Nancy's daughter?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And like they just, pretty much, she's all over the neighborhood. They see her, at the concerts, rocking out and hip chucking people, and she's all of
She's adorable.
85 pounds.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now Keller Williams Landmark is
Yeah.
in New York City, or where is it?
Well, in Bayside.
Bayside.
But it's funny, I know we were just talking, my location of my office is in Bayside, of course, but I'm licensed in New York, and I was just saying, doesn't matter, like I closed out in Sound Beach last month. I was in Queens, a couple of weeks ago, going for an inspection tomorrow in Westchester County.
You're all over with that
it's
car.
if wherever my clients, customers need me, I'm there for them.
That's great.
That's again, just I'm that realtor I always wished I had in my younger years. That
When you were looking.
yeah, looking, selling, didn't know what, how to trust that person. I'm that person.
Yeah, well, she's terrific. Always, if you need her, you find her through me
Yeah.
or through her.
Yeah.
And we'll do that later.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
let's bring our drinks up.
Yeah.
We're going to salute the dad.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you,
Cheers.
guys.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats.
Very
Remember,
good.
now that you have a baby, everything changes for the better.
Oh yeah.
But remember, you won't be sleeping a lot,
It's okay.
and you won't go out as much, and you need to find a babysitter.
Less okay.
Yeah. Find a nice girl in the neighborhood that's a Girl Scout.
Yeah.
That's a babysitter. And if you really don't want to pay her, you don't have to. You could do her community service for you.
Oh.
Sure.
There you
How
go.
about
Little tricks of the trade.
There's a lot of tricks, but
How about that?
it's good to have just a little helper for your wife when she first comes home, because it gives her that freedom. Because it's hard,
Sure.
and then she's going back to work. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
That's a good idea. Free
Yeah.
babysitters is,
Yeah.
if it's free, it's for
Does
me,
she
right?
get a lot of weeks off? Yes, right.
Yeah, she'll be off until just about February.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's got a great profession.
Yeah, she does. I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah, she's good people.
All this time you kept that secret from me.
Oh.
That she was in that business.
Well,
Oh, now he's getting
you
scolded.
just never know, Valentina.
Well, this
you
is
know?
true. This is true. So, Danny, let's talk about you.
Sure.
Now, Evo, is that a new? Because I remember you were with someone else, or what?
No, so the name of our mortgage brokerage is Evolution Mortgage.
Right.
So we're a small boutique mortgage company. We operate out of Hop Hog. We're licensed in Florida and New York.
Which is
And
great today.
yeah, we're small. We're very efficient. Communications, what we pride ourselves on, and
That's key.
we're all very smart and very good at what we do. Our other core competency is in tax and accounting.
Right, and that's separate. You do that too, though, don't
All
you?
in the same office, yeah. So all of our mortgage brokers are also CPAs or tax accountants.
So the end of the year is quite busy for you guys because of the taxes.
Yeah, so we do about 1,500 tax returns in our office. We do a lot of our mortgage client base does come from our tax base also. So Evolution Tax is where we're evolving into right now, and really, what we're focusing on is really just middle class families that maybe don't have access to what the quote unquote rich would have access to with respect to high end attorneys, high end CPAs, high end financial advisors, and all that. So as you know, because I've spoken with you and a lot
Many
of your
times.
friends and clients, starting in tax and accounting and evolving into the mortgage industry and seeing credit and a little bit of real estate investing and dealing with business owners, we have such a wide area of expertise where we're at. And for our clients, really, the tax return just becomes the start, right? So every
Right.
year you have to do your taxes. That's the bottom line. But the truth of the matter is, doing someone's taxes, it's not rocket science, right?
Well, it is for people like
can.
me. I'm not good at it.
When it's complex, of course,
Yeah.
right? And you need a good accountant.
and
But
then when you have some issues, you need someone like
correct,
you as well.
correct. So the professionalism on the tax side is obviously, it's always going to be there with us. But really, what we do is take that opportunity to make sure that every year you're checking in on way more than just your tax situation, right? We can speak with you for 10 minutes, tell you what your refund is, but we're going to go for another 10 or 15 minutes and really go through, your life planning, right?
Right.
Again, and these are all the
Go
things that
above
the
and beyond. I like
well,
that.
it's really simple things like, as I always say, right? It's the things that the rich have access to
That we don't.
that we don't. So little things like making sure that your savings and your retirement and your withholdings are correct. Okay, that's easy stuff. Well, now let's go into your 529s and your college savings for your kids. Okay, what are you doing with your investments? What are you doing with
Are
life
they
insurance?
in the right places?
Exactly, and then going even further, what's your parents' situation? Is there
Which
will? Is there
probably
estate
will.
all
Exactly.
set up? And
So-
all these things. So
which is
every
great.
year
Yeah,
we want to
that's-
go through. I have a 21-point checklist that I go through with all my clients. And
So-
every year we make sure that we're touching on every single one of them. And not everyone's going to apply every year. Maybe none of them. But the bottom line is we're
Well,
holding you accountable.
And you have that all in your office, which is
Yeah.
terrific.
And-
For example, I got people calling me all the time that
Yeah.
they want to sell their house, but they're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Their kids don't want them to sell the house, or they do because they want the money.
Yep.
And then
And then
the
there's
trust.
tax consequences,
Right.
which a lot of people don't even realize. But obviously,
Of course.
you're gonna tell
Of
them they
course.
just think they're gonna take the money and put it in
Right,
their
and then
pocket
the whole thing with having your
Right.
house in trust, no matter how old you are.
Well, it's an issue that we're seeing more and more and more, and it's a lot of my client base would be in my age group in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. And, you know, one of the key questions we ask every year is, what's your parents' situation? Are their assets protected? Are they in a trust? And I have probably 3 clients going right now who didn't do that asset protection, you know, maybe a couple of $1,000s, and now you're feeling the brunt of it.
Exactly,
And now
and-
you're feeling about the true cost of it, which
Right.
could be tens of thousands of dollars a month. So it's just the
So
little
you recommend,
things.
because I put my home in a trust.
Right.
So, and, you
Yeah.
know, I think it's important. I didn't realize that that was something that you got involved in also, but it's definitely, you
It's
bring up
definitely-
some great points.
So we have the people who are involved in it. I'm not an attorney, but it's
Right.
just making sure that we're holding you accountable to everything.
Right, but
right?
you have
So,
the tax consequences that you can
Yes.
explain and understand. They understand the importance
Yeah.
But,
of,
yeah.
and then you have your own network that you can,
Correct.
or people on your team that can help.
Now,
them.
but even like someone as young as Sarah, you know, she's a baby. Are you married or no?
No.
Yeah, so you probably own property or whatever,
Yeah.
and hopefully you wouldn't think you need to put it in trust. However, we didn't. Me, and my husband, he got sick. He fell. You know, you could fall off the roof tomorrow
Right.
and wind up in a facility. Guess what? Your house isn't yours
It's
anymore,
gone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gone.
yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah. It's a
And
Yeah.
so I
simple-
have
It
my
is
own.
sad.
I'm happy. Trust me. He's, you know, he's up in heaven. He's good, but I didn't realize.
yeah.
And so I talk to people all the time and say, do it. But what
Yeah.
is it about the seniors that they're afraid? Well, you know, you
well,
deal
it's
with it.
it's guidance and who do you trust, and
Right.
that's where we want to be. Listen, once a year we're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to give you the information. Obviously, it's up to you to act on it.
Right.
Right. But the bottom line is, not everyone has access to all of this. Or now, you know, for better for worse, you do have access to it via social media from 200 different parties, you know, screaming all these different
Yeah,
things
but it's too much
to
of-
you.
right.
So the bottom line is, we consolidate a lot of your financial needs in one place.
One-stop
And-
shop.
And you're gonna talk about it once a year,
Important.
every single year. All of our accountants are trained the same way. And again, simple stuff, just like doing your taxes, that's fine. But, you know, we go way further into that for people who are starting businesses or have $10 million businesses, all the way
You
to...
have to trust the professionals. Like, you're a
Correct.
professional in what you do, and so I know a lot of people out there that think, you know, oh, I don't need
Which is
someone like
BS,
you.
right.
You know, just I have to say, just like some people think they can just sell their house on their
And
own
they
without
can't.
a realtor and have no idea, you know.
You get screwed, actually, if you do that.
Yes, and they don't
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
But, you know, we all have a purpose, you know, and we're professionals, and you know, we need to stay in our lane, and you
Let
do what
everyone
you
do their job, right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, it's, I mean, I have questions. Who would I go to ask? I'm like, okay, am I gonna, just like if I had a question for my doctor, what am I gonna go to Google Med? You know,
No, you're
and
going to
get-
go to someone that's referred.
it's a professional, right? And the same thing. If I have questions for my trust, my house, I'm going to go to a professional. Yeah. Is Google going to tell me something? Absolutely. But who would I rather? Someone
with
who
a-
is truly a professional, and this is their passion, and this is what you do. So you know
Right,
best.
and can actually give you all the
Advice,
arrows right
yeah.
in his office.
exactly.
talk to
and
people.
knows the real bottom line.
So, Sarah, you know, I'm sure you're familiar with all this, but
Right.
you know, because you're so young, like I said, young and
Yeah.
you know,
I have people that help me.
you do.
Yeah.
So you've already encouraged yourself to get involved.
Yeah. I learned from a very young age. I was with someone in finance in my early 20s, and I learned a lot about money and
That's good.
saving and my future. So I started
for
really
you.
young. in
Oh,
that.
good for
Well,
you.
I'm glad to hear that. But if you talk to 10 or 15 of your friends,
Yeah, they have
do you
not
think
a clue.
they have a clue?
No, they're not going to
Well-
be homeowners. It's not happening for them.
Right, because they don't. You
No,
know,
it's
they
not
just,
happening.
It's sad, you know,
It's
when
really
you look
sad.
at it. You know, but
It's
look
sad,
at-
you guys. Save your money. Invest.
No, and I have to be honest. As a realtor, you know, there's people that are renting.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Forever. For
I'm
us,
like, all
forever.
right, so you don't want to pay your own mortgage, but you're paying the same amount of money and you're paying someone else's mortgage.
Well, I did that
You
for the
know?
first 20 years, so
Yeah.
I was one of those.
Uh-huh.
But you know what?
Yeah.
There was a reason. There's always
Yeah.
a reason behind things,
But
but you
now
learn.
there's so many
Yeah.
different products, and I'm sure you can help us with that first-time home buyers, you know,
Yeah.
et cetera, that have the opportunity, you know, to make a purchase as opposed to renting. You know, a lot of different avenues and different loan products that they can apply for. It's
Yeah.
not so stringent, or it's just not, you
It's
know.
opened up a lot, hasn't it?
Well,
It's a
it
weird
has.
time for the
It's-
youth, though. Right now, it's a
Yeah,
really weird
it's,
time.
there's still responsible lending out there, which is good. But listen, it's all about
not
education.
like-
It's
yeah.
all about
Yeah.
education. Even if it's something, I tell everyone it's a 2-week, a 2-month, or a 2-year plan. So get educated early, and that's the best you can do, right? So that's where we're at. We're 100% referral based. You know, we're not hard sell. The bottom line is, if it makes sense for you, we'll go deeper. But you know, you have to get educated. You have to want to get the education.
Yep.
And again, starting with us, going back to the tax side, if you're looking for that tax accountant and you're on TurboTax, or you're using your parents' tax accountant, or someone's just not communicating with you,
You need the younger
find someone
one,
where
right,
at
yeah.
least you can have a conversation about finances once a year, every single year. And we're going to hold you accountable. You hold us accountable. And that's the way we operate.
So here's a tax
agree.
question.
Uh-oh.
No, because it's very hard to get through to the IRS. They tell you to call them at 7:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and you get the same beep this, beep that, beep that. You can't get through. Why?
Why?
He's not working there. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why. He's not
Right
there.
buttons.
Understaffed.
not there.
Overworked. Yeah, it's you know, we used to call the IRS for our clients, and we don't do that anymore.
Did you have a special hotline?
No, not quite. We just did the same thing. You know, while you're going through your morning routine, you dial
Start
it, you get
and-
on hold. We'll be
Yep,
back in
just-
42 minutes. Usually
Yeah.
they pick up and hang up right away. But no, it's gotten
It's really
gotten
difficult.
insanely bad, and it's and yeah, whenever you have to call the IRS, good luck.
And
it's
then they
no
put
fun.
out these notes about to people, because I have some clients myself that come to me with problems and whatnot, and they say, well, if you're having trouble, we can do this, we can do that, and then you find out how to do it, and they send you an email with 77 pages to fill out to save a little money.
Thank goodness they added all those agents.
Yeah,
so helpful to
So
everyone.
bullshit. Now another client that you just had of mine, I just on the phone with her, and she was all set to move into the co-op,
yeah.
and she got a job, which that's the good news.
Mm-hmm.
She shouldn't have gotten that job for another 6 months.
She's making too much, or how does
Yes.
Too much
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
They wouldn't let her in. I said, so?
What?
No, that's what happened. And she
Yeah.
almost got in, and she would have been my neighbor.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
She went over
And-
the threshold.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, so why the hell did you get the job? You should have waited, got in, and because she couldn't have got the mortgage without the job.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, people ask me all the time. They're like, "Well, you know, I work this overtime, and they take so much more out in taxes. Should I even work it?"
Yeah.
Should always strive to make more money. You know.
So I felt bad for her. So
there
you
are
know,
unfortunate consequences, but making more money is never a bad thing.
So she's
Yeah.
still there. I said, do you like the job? She said, it's not bad. So I said, so give it a year, try again.
Yeah.
Quit, and then go back. They'll take you back. You know, because she really wanted to move into the
Sure.
place, you know.
Sure.
But
Right,
there
right.
there are a lot of things on Long Island that real estates don't know about, because you don't sell these places. Because these are senior citizen developments that only go up to 190,000. Okay.
Oh, you have right. You
Yeah.
can't
Right,
make
right.
more than a
Right.
certain amount. Right.
So I always say to the real estates, you should guys get in on this, but you can't, because
They're making too much.
you
Yeah.
can't make a lot of money on these things, you know, unless the seller comes down.
Well, there's
You
a
know.
huge
Yeah, well,
there's a
it
huge
doesn't-
backlog. There's a huge list to get in. So
Yes.
you go on a list.
Right.
A, B. It's only for people
I'm
that are
there
going to live
now,
there.
and
It's a
I
good
love
thing.
it, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
But it took me a
Yeah.
long time to get in, and a lot of what do you want to call it? Elbow rubbing and sickness and sad things. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's my take on the IRS. And I recommend you highly. You've always picked up the phone. You even talk to daughters, aunts when you have a stressed out client. Will you talk to my daughter for me? Yes, he does it. So that's the kind of person you want taking care of you.
Absolutely.
nice.
Do you like this? I'm giving you a lot of,
Very personal.
I wasn't gonna stop you. I was gonna say keep going. I was gonna say keep it up.
And he's an Irishman, and he goes to really nice places. I run into him everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was
So-
actually born in Ireland, believe it or not.
So was Patrick.
Yeah.
Where in Ireland?
In Galway.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Galway.
he has to
Galway.
be
Yeah,
Patrick.
amazing.
Okay.
I moved here when I was young. I was 4 years old when I moved here.
You're gonna
I was
have
just
to-
back there
My
about.
husband's gonna love you.
Yeah, last month I was there too. It was amazing. First
Wow,
time since
really?
COVID.
So you
Wow.
have family there still?
So I have 56 first cousins
Oh my goodness.
You gotta be Patrick.
Six?
and first cousins, and
Oh.
three of them live in the United States.
Wow. Well,
Oh, so you never have to worry about where to stay.
No, I worry about trying to see everybody.
Patrick and his
It's
family
not
has a
easy,
hotel.
yeah.
Gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Big
have a
family.
hotel.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
the
well,
best
Patrick's
thing,
from
yeah.
Kerry.
Yeah, he's a Kerry man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got this beautiful ring from him this week.
Yeah.
And for my
That's
birthday,
it.
and we went to the Irish store, and they're telling me, "Oh, Kerry and Kirk, they don't, you got a Kerry man." I'm like, "Yeah, he's a doll." Really? Are Kerry people not supposed to be dolls? I don't know.
They're both towards the south, Kerry and Cork.
Oh,
so
that
they
sounds
might
like,
Yeah,
have
my
you
their-
family's
know,
from Cork.
Yeah.
It all depends, like, as Italian, and my parents are
Sicilian,
immigrants.
yeah, right.
It all depends what region you're from, and everybody's got their personality.
Well,
and-
that's true in every
know,
culture.
Yeah. yeah.
Ireland's a small place, though. Kerry and Cork are probably an hour and 20
Yeah.
minutes from each
Really?
other.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah.
So I think I have just a slide of Evolution Mortgage. Do I, Bobby? We could just show it if we still have it. I send Bobby things all times at the middle of the night. There it is. That's the logo.
Yeah, that's us.
And where are you located again?
We're located in Hauppauge. We're right in the industrial park in Hauppauge.
And how do they reach you? On email, phone,
Yeah,
Facebook?
yeah, sure. The mortgage website is evomtg.com, right? So Evolution Mortgage, evomtg.com, and the tax website is evotaxpro.com.
Evo Tax
Is
Pro.
everybody
Evo
asking you
Tax
about
Pro.
the rates? How many drops
Yeah.
are we going to get before the end of the year? It's the big question.
It is the big question, and
Mm-hmm.
we don't have a crystal ball. However, I've been saying for 2 years it's all politically motivated, and here we are, right before the election. The
And
rates are
now they're
starting
talking
to
about,
drop.
I heard, like,
Of
at
course
least
they
two before the end of the year, like 2 more drops in the rates, or is that...
We'll see what
Is that just
plays
a
out.
rumor?
Yeah, everyone here in Nassau and Suffolk, if you're in a 6 or 7% interest rate, you should be planning your refinance right around the end of November. That's
Really?
my target.
Good to know.
That's when you have the most flexibility on what your options are going to be, and the reason for that is because it's when your escrow balance is going to be at its highest or its lowest.
and you got to
Right.
call Danny.
Yeah, and give us a call at Evolution.
Chock
Again,
full
we're
of
mortgage.
information here.
Yeah,
And
we're-
honest. And
mortgage
he's
broker.
Irish, okay? So
yeah.
And you know
Yeah, we're Irish,
what?
correct.
What's really struck me is in my business, and what I always say, and also like who I work with, mortgage attorneys, inspectors, whatever, communication. And
Yeah.
you brought that up. And for me, that's key.
Yeah.
You don't know when you're in a moment of some sort, whatever, and you need to talk to your mortgage, your lender, your attorney, whatever. You want to know they're going to pick up the phone for you.
Yeah.
And you
and he
brought that-
does.
And yeah,
he even
no.
called me from Ireland last
No,
month.
and that is, so you said communication is strong, and that's the key word for me.
Yeah,
as a
it's-
realtor.
it's everything, and again, if I'm not answering, someone on my team is
Yeah.
the bottom line.
The
That's
other
how we're
thing
all
that
trained,
he's
and-
known for is if you really think you have a problem and you can't fix it, talk to Danny financially for the
Yeah.
mortgage, because it's okay. He can figure it out. And calling me again. She called today. There it is. I'm not kidding. I'm not making it up.
Oh,
This
my-
is the lady that he was helping just a few weeks ago. So there you go. She's thinking of you. See that?
And we appreciate it, Valentina.
Yeah.
She sends us a lot of business, and
Yeah,
we're very
she's a good
fortunate
lady.
for that. Thank you.
So
All right,
thank
so
you,
I want to
Danny.
know
So-
how I'm going to get in one of her movies.
Oh, well, so do I. So now we're going to ass kiss this lady today.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Do you have room for 2 Valentinas?
Sure, we can make a Valentina
Like,
sandwich.
Yeah.
Right. So, Sarah, how did this all happen?
So
Because you're everywhere traveling. I mean,
yeah, I'm everywhere
Europe,
now.
So
everywhere.
young.
I have like
Oh,
the
yeah.
craziest schedule. I
And
can't
she's
even
hot.
keep up.
Look at her.
Oh, stop. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Well, so 12 years ago, I was a court reporter, and
Which I think is hysterical.
Yeah,
It's so boring compared to what you do now.
it's so boring. And I saw that there was an audition for a commercial, and I told my parents, I was like, oh, I want to try out for like this commercial. And they're like, oh gosh, don't do that. That's like the worst thing you can ever do. There's so many failed actors. Like, you're gonna be doing this forever. Like, please, you have a great job. Like, don't do this. And I was like, well, I'm gonna try it anyway, because why not? And anyway, so I went to the city and I tried out for this commercial, and I completely bombed. It was like the worst thing I ever did. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm never gonna do this. Forget it. And on my way back to the train station, I stopped in this Irish bar. Of course, I did like a
It's all about Irish Day.
I know. Always. It's always happens
My
in an Irish
husband
pub.
should be here.
And there was a guy in there, and I was talking to my best friend Athena on the phone, and I was like, Athena, like, this is just not gonna work out. Like, I guess I'm just gonna do a job I hate, forever. And anyway, I was like, oh my God, this guy keeps looking at me at the bar, as they do. Come on. And anyway, so I hung up the phone and I went up to the bar, and the guy was like, hey, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what did you hear? I was talking crap about you, Anyway, he's like, I'm the production manager of the Rachel Ray and Wendy Williams show here in New York City. And I'm having lunch with my crew. And they all said hello, and they were having a pint. And
Wow.
anyway, they bought me a drink, and we started talking. And the guy said, his name is Joe. Anyway, he said, if this is what you want to do, I can help you out, but it's not going to be what you think. And I was like, okay, like, I'm listening. He's like, I'll get you behind the scenes. I'll introduce you to all the right people. But one, you're going to work really, really hard. Two, you're going to be an intern, so you're not going to get paid. And if you mess up, you're out. So I said, you know what? All right, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I did that, and I ended up doing it for 2 years. I
With
loved it so
Rachel
much.
Ray?
2 years. I was behind the scenes for 2 years. Rachel Ray, Wendy Williams.
Oh, I
Mostly
love her.
Wendy Williams. But
Wendy's got trouble now, poor thing.
yeah, what an interesting woman. So anyway, I did that for 2 years, and I loved it so much, I started my company with one
Just
camera.
like that?
Yep, one camera, one light,
So
like two
you
lights.
started your own company?
Yeah, I learned a lot about cameras, a lot about lighting in the 2 years, and I really loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
That is so impressive.
And
who
I
was
never
your
wanted
fir-
to be an actress again.
Who was your first client?
Let me think. My first client was like a friend's, probably like a friend's clothing store.
And what'd you do? Just commercial and
Commercials.
Right.
Commercials. But
And
then
coming,
I
yeah, and then you grew.
but then I made a movie, and I jumped right into a movie, and I made Nefarious, which is my first
So what is that about?
film.
Nefarious?
It's about two families coming together in the most horrifying way. It's a horror film.
Wow.
Okay.
And anyway, so I made that one, and yeah, and then I've made 8 movies. I've done 5 documentaries. I've done over 50 commercials. I have
wow.
6 billboards in Las Vegas, and I've
No
just been.
way.
Get the hell out.
I fly drones. I flew drones in Thailand, Japan, and South Korea.
You know how to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been doing
I
drones now for
shot
6
my
years.
And that's a separate business, isn't it? Just to do
No,
the
it's-
drones for people?
Well, it's a separate charge, but
Yeah.
it's this whole thing. I have my drone certification with the FAA, so I have my Part 107. I fly drones a lot for real estate in Florida and New Jersey. So I don't love to do real estate because it doesn't make me a lot of money, but I make some money that way.
Wow.
I try not to.
This is a
too
most
competitive.
recent movie, this one?
This was from 2019. This is actually an older movie.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Is
I've done 4 movies since then.
So the
Is
one we
it-
have a clip of, what's
Yeah,
that?
that's from my first movie, Nefarious.
So can we show that clip?
Oh
Can
my
we?
God.
is it streaming
Charlie.
anywhere?
Oh, there you
Is
go.
it- See?
Maybe I am.
I don't know if that's.
Have a cookie. The weird old lady made them. They're actually pretty good.
Thanks.
So, about this dead kid in your closet.
Shut up.
Tell him I said hi.
I'll send him to your room.
Screw you! Don't do that. Logan,
Yeah.
do you ever think about Dad?
All the time. Why?
Is it stupid that I've tried to talk to him?
No.
He never answers.
Doesn't mean he can't hear you though. I'll talk to Dad too.
Does he answer?
No. But I know he hears me. He hears both of us.
No, that was just a quick clip.
That
So
was
now-
good though.
I know, they're cute actors.
So did you wrote the script?
I wrote, directed, filmed, edited. I did all the locations, all the actors, all the
Oh my-
insurances. I did everything pretty much. Obviously, I have people that work with me, but
Oh my
I did
brilliant.
everything.
Wow.
I did the budgeting.
I'm just
Incredible.
like
Thank you.
in awe.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah,
work,
she's
and that was
really
my first
impressive.
movie ever. So, oh my god, it
Wow.
makes me nervous even looking at
Where
it.
can we watch it?
Yeah.
It used to be available on Amazon Prime, but I took it off. But I'm going to
Oh.
be rotating it again. I did the festival routes. I've got some stuff now on Amazon Prime.
What's
that
the
you can
names of the
watch.
movies on Amazon Prime?
I've got Honor Amongst Men that I produced.
Honor
Amongst Men.
Amongst Men.
And it got Joan Jett in it. It's got Ed Asner before he passed.
No.
And Chuck Zito. And that one is available on Amazon Prime.
I feel like I need to get her autograph now
Yes.
before she gets an Oscar because then it'll be worth some money, right?
This is true.
One
Yeah,
day. but-
absolutely.
So get an autograph.
And
Oh,
Fight
my
Story 2
goodness.
and 3 are going to be on Amazon Prime. 2 is on Amazon Prime now.
Fight Story
Fight
2 is
Story?
great. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's a
I
documentary.
haven't, no. Yeah.
It's about how the Rocky films inspired people that were the underdog and,
And they were
overcame
on the
adversity.
show twice.
wow.
It's
Yeah.
super positive. It's really nice. It's inspiring. 100% of profits go to kids with special needs and autism. So.
And actually, Messina, he dealt with that in his lifestyle, in his life. He was
John
a young
Messina's
kid.
director. He's phenomenal, wonderful
Wow.
person.
And a teacher, too, during
And
the
he's
day.
also a teacher.
And a camp teacher.
Couldn't ask for a better person to work with. He's phenomenal. We work really good together.
Yes.
We're going to be doing another movie next year. I think it's going to be an action thriller. So I'm just waiting
Whoa.
for the script. So.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
have a certain like inspiration, or how do you get your ideas for your stories?
So a lot of the times I get my ideas from real life and partially from dreams. I dream a lot and I write them down and I remember them and
that's good that you could
just
remember them.
And I'm a really good writer. I've always been a strong writer in school. My mom was an English teacher growing up. I've read thousands of books. I get people recommending me books every week. I'll read them if you
How do you have
recommend.
time to read?
I read on
She's a reader.
airplanes. I read on
She
airplanes.
travels a lot,
I read at
too.
night to put me to sleep. I read a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, so I constantly am reading scripts. I'm script correcting, and I think that my court reporting background helps a lot.
Yeah, so now Donna,
Wow.
Donna Martucci, Donna, your friend she was on my Facebook saying, "Go girl,
Oh,
go."
Donna, yes, love her.
I love her,
Oh,
but
she's
we
the
haven't
sweetest.
been able to get her here lately.
Oh, yeah, she's been super busy too.
I
her and
know.
Joe.
I know.
Yeah, and I know Joe from a radio show, a podcast I used to do back in the day.
Which was called what?
Divas on Demand. It was
Divas on Demand.
Yeah,
She's
Divas
one
on
hot
Demand.
chick.
Yeah. And Maria Garcia was my co-host. She actually sadly passed away this year. So.
Yes, I did know. About
Yeah, very
that.
sad. She
Yes.
was a wonderful person. So, so I met Joe a long time ago. and
He's
came-
unbelievable.
oh my god, he's a go-getter. He's another one that's great. He came to my last premiere, so
So-
before COVID.
So now that I'm in this industry, I wasn't. My book, took me to the show. The show took me to Ferretti Films.
Okay.
And now Ferretti Films has taken me to 2 other people that make movies. So I've been in 4 films so far.
Yeah, Freddie's
Yeah.
done a bunch.
He's
done
a
bunch.
great guy.
And he's a great musician.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
we're
Very
doing his
talented.
Elvis in 2 weeks.
Elvis.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing Elvis
Yeah,
in
he's
2
awesome.
weeks.
Yeah.
It's a great night out.
Very talented performer.
And he's on the show a lot. He co-hosts with me once in a while. And that's how
Oh.
you met
Yes,
Ferretti.
yes. And I met him.
And we
Yep.
used our parents' house and
Yep,
always
yep.
looking for places to have film
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm
But the
always looking for
Fontanas
locations.
now is pretty. You can see
I'm
clips
waiting.
by just going to Google the Fontanas on YouTube. You'll see both of us
Oh
in
yes, I
some
know
of the
about the
clips.
Fontanas.
Yeah.
And
I follow Jerry's stuff.
yeah, we love him to death.
Yes.
He's like a son. Well, I'm his favorite. I mean, he's my favorite son in the show.
in the show.
Oh,
And
very
the other
nice.
boys are bad. You know, they're bad kids.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all grown up and they
Now,
screw
season
around
one
a lot with women.
is over, right? You started filming
Season
season
2
two.
started this week, and we haven't filmed for a while, and I forgot how much I missed it.
Mm.
And I had to
for
drive,
you.
always have to drive out to Oshkosh.
Aw.
We had to go far, but we did it. We got it all in. And do you know Frank Vitale?
Oh, of course I do.
You
I did his
do?
headshots. Yeah.
Well,
I
he's
did
a
his headshots.
doll. He's
Yeah,
like
a
another.
sweetheart.
He's like my son outside in inside.
Yeah, I love him. I actually did his. I also sometimes I do special effects makeup. This is from a long time ago, but I did his makeup in a short film he did. Like
Yeah, so he's
You
making
really?
his-
Oh my God!
But
You're
Frank-
like- you're
I'm a
just-
go-getter.
Oh, but
She's
but
amazing.
such a variety.
I'm very
of-
involved in all aspects of film.
Yeah.
Of,
So,
of
yeah.
film.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Frank now is making his own
Amazing.
film
Yeah.
out in the Hamptons. Did you
Is
hear about
he?
it?
I didn't
yes.
know that.
You guys have to connect. And
for him.
it's all these, girls, hot shots,
Sure.
and things that happen in this big
I'm
house
gonna have
out
to
there.
check it out.
So talk to Frank because he's one of my. I love him too.
I mean, I don't know if I'll have time, but I'll definitely reach out to him.
Reach out
Yeah.
to him.
I'm very busy
there.
this year.
He was at the shoot the other night, and the poor guy, he was helping out. He wasn't shooting, but
Yeah.
he was helping Jerry because everyone helps everyone in this industry. It's weird.
Sure.
I can't hold things and stand on a ladder, but I bring food. So they
That's
eat.
great. Everybody's got to eat.
That's
Food
right.
is one of the most important things on
Somebody
set.
has to do that.
And
right.
sound. Sound is actually your most important
So
thing.
I'm going to tell him
And then
that,
food.
you said hi. But if you see
Yeah.
his clips, I have them. I can send them to you. It's unbelievable how well he's doing. So
Yeah, he's excellent.
We're proud of him. We
Yeah,
really are.
good.
Yeah.
Awesome. I look
Very
forward
good.
to.
I like
Well,
his
you
success
wrote
story.
everything down.
Yeah.
I wanna
I'll-
see every.
yeah, I'll
you'll
send you guys
to me,
everything.
Yeah.
If you Google me, you'll see my IMDb page. You'll see my website. Things like
Okay.
that.
So everything will be there.
Yeah, if you
then.
just type in Sarah Martin Films, you'll see a lot. You'll see.
I can't wait.
articles and
You're,
things.
I'm like in awe. I can't
Oh,
even.
thank
no,
you.
really. I'm
Yeah,
It's very
you-
nice.
like the creative.
You
Like
are.
I'm not. Having a math teacher. Background. That creativity has always I've been in such awe. I can barely do stick figures.
Well,
but I was
Oh,
pretty,
I'm a
I'm the
terrible.
exact same way.
but I'm pretty
can't draw at all.
impressed when I bought my the house in the Poconos. I ended up staging and decorating, and I never knew I had any kind of.
And you do.
Sure.
And I know, and everybody compliments. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this and this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
And how many staging guys did you pay to have it done in other houses?
yeah, well, right,
Pinterest.
exactly. Right.
Oh, I had
So-
to stage a lot of homes when I did real estate photography because it was all homes with furniture.
Right,
You know?
right. So you have to go.
Yeah, it's just I have to make sure everything's tucked, the pillows look good.
Yeah.
It matters.
Yes,
It really matters.
Yes. Oh, for
So,
pictures.
Yeah, it matters.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
You will be a great speaker to talk to high school students because look
I-
at what you've done.
I've actually taught photography classes at Hofstra University to the pre-collegiate kids.
Well, there you go.
For 3 years in a row, and then I stopped when COVID happened. So
Well,
Do you
I
have
know.
contacts still there?
I do, but I'm not interested in doing that anymore. I'm so busy. I honestly make more money not doing it.
Yeah, but I want it.
You know what? It's interesting. I have to
because I
say.
can
I'm not
teach
a
him about
professor,
business
and I-
and
Yeah.
marketing
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
on the show.
Of course.
So
And I liked doing it. The kids really learned,
Well,
and
if
it
you
felt
have
really good.
still
Yeah.
a contact,
I
send it to me.
I will.
I'll call her.
when I worked at St. John's, it was always I'm like, oh my god, I'm a professor now.
It was really weird
And
hearing that from
I
me,
know
too. I'm
they
like,
would
what?
say Professor Forgione, and I'm like looking around. Oh, that's me.
I know.
And it was real. I actually was in my class. Angelina, and Brad's son was in my class. One of my classes. That was a really cool experience, and he is an awesome kid.
Oh,
But like what you were just saying about there's no money there.
yeah.
There's
yeah,
and
there's a-
nobody understands the prep time.
Yeah,
It's a
It's
lot
not-
of work.
it's
not
Your
just-
lesson plans, everything.
Right.
But it felt really rewarding that the
Yes.
kids
Yes.
actually grasped the
Yes.
material. I was like,
Yes.
I'm actually teaching these kids. It
Yes.
felt good.
Well, and the
Yes.
nice part about someone like you is that you're teaching them really because you learned the hard way.
Yeah, I'm self-taught in
Yes,
film.
and that's the
television.
thing. The professors today, not to
Yeah.
talk bad, they don't teach them like I know from an editorial standpoint. I could teach them so much about getting into magazines
Yeah.
and how you do it.
Yeah, my
They
number
don't
one question
teach
is, where
that.
did you go to school? And I'm like,
Yeah, they don't
for
teach
what?
that.
For what I actually went to school for, or for
Wh-
film?
For which
For what?
for which hat that I'm wearing.
And
Yeah.
the
whatever.
marketing roles are, they're not just about plain old marketing. It's about getting your hands dirty
Yeah.
and really making relationships with
And
some of these
networking
reporters.
is so important. You have to be out
Yes.
there. People
Yep.
always ask me how I get my jobs, and I'm 97% referral.
Right.
And I have so much work into next year, and by next year I'll be back into the next year.
Wow.
I just don't stop, and I really love what I do, and I think people
That's it.
really know that.
It's right,
Yeah.
and it's a passion.
And it shows in the work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
Question for you.
Oh, sure.
Excuse me. What do your parents think of you now?
How
We had talked
Good one.
before. So my parents in the beginning were like freaking out. They were devastated that I wanted to be in film and television. Oh my gosh, there's so many people that just unfortunately don't make it. now they're so proud. Oh my gosh, they talk about my daughter travels the world. She does film commercials, ads.
Yes,
you name it.
of
She's
course.
worked with this star and this star, and she's got billboards in Vegas. It's like a big deal for them.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I'm
nice?
going to Vegas
Yeah.
in January.
Oh, are you? So am I. Are you going to CES Tech?
I'm going to see the Eagles in the
Oh, you
Sphere.
are? When is that?
January 25th.
I heard it's
I think.
amazing. this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah, the Sphere
Yeah.
is cool. I've been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm in Vegas every other month. I'm moving there eventually, so I am going to be buying property there.
Really? Good
Yeah.
for you.
In the next 2 years is my plan.
Very
But yeah,
nice.
you're going to have so much fun.
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
be there in January too.
Okay.
Maybe
Not
you
at the
could hook
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not at the time though. She's going to be
Oh.
at the end. I'll be at the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah. No, I mean, we've gone to Vegas on many occasions. My husband used to be a big poker player, but we saw the Sphere because with Keller Williams, every year we have what's called family reunion. And since the company is global, everybody from all over the world comes for that 1 week or 3 or 4
That's
days.
nice. That's a
Sure.
great
And we
trip.
all get together and training, etc., networking, and
That's it.
was in Vegas. So it was last February, and I went to the Sphere. There was nobody playing there, but we saw that it was
Postcard
like
from Earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's yes.
Not
yes,
that I know
yes.
or anything.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
I really know Vegas.
No,
I really
you
know
do.
Vegas.
You do.
Yeah, that's great.
No,
It's
and
crazy.
I'm so excited. Like
You're going to have fun.
Great
know,
show, guys.
we
Yeah.
love
You like-
going to
Vegas,
see
You like the old strip better or the new strip?
I like the old strip
Me
better
too.
personally.
Me too.
Personally, I do.
Yes.
Anyone that loves Vegas loves the old, but there's things that I like about the new strip
For
too,
sure.
of course.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But the old strip has my heart.
Well,
Yeah.
that's nice. So, how do people reach you? What,
Oh,
and do you take like jobs? Like if I know they need something, and
yeah, you can
one
reach
of these
out.
filmmakers,
I'll
how do
see
we?
what they need. Yeah,
Yes.
they can reach out. So I'm Sarah Martin. I'm Silent Envy Productions is my film company. SilentEnvyProductions.com. You can reach out to me, Sarah at SilentEnvyProductions.com. Info at SilentEnvyProductions.com. You can literally send me a message. I'm on Facebook. I'm everywhere.
And
you can
she
Google me,
answers, too.
And I
Oh,
always
another
answer.
one.
I always, because that
See?
is so important.
That's it.
You have to answer. I always answer.
right.
Yeah.
Whether it's good news or bad news, I will answer.
That's
Yes,
great. So
yes.
look, this is for you. What do you like better, Raisinets or mints?
I like everything. Surprise
There you
me.
go. There
Thank
you go.
you.
That's for you. That's your little gift from me. Which one do you like better?
Thank you.
Since it's 2 against 1 here, so you don't get to choose.
Ladies first.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
gonna go with the Raisinets.
Okay, this is for you.
How
Is it
about
because
it?
we're Irish? We get the junior
Yes.
mints?
Okay. Right. But I think we have a clip. I want to talk to you
So
guys
you're Irish
about
also.
I'm
one of my
Irish German.
clients.
Okay.
Can we put up Eddie Sessa's clip, Bobby? We are having a special tribute with Eddie Sessa in a month. We're looking for all of our friends to come with their friends, and you'll get a discount if you tell them you're with the Long Island Breakfast Club. It's going to be Frank Sinatra and the Impossible Dream. That's my handsome relative there, Eddie Sessa. This is going to be similar to when you have a video and Eddie knew Sinatra before. So, did you know that this is how this happened? Did you know? And Eddie's a great singer, and I think you've heard him once or twice.
Yeah.
He sings at the Westbury Manor every Thursday and Friday, which is where you can find us on Thursday and Friday nights in the Polo Lounge, which is absolutely a great date night. You're going to need to make date nights now because you have a baby. And he's fabulous, and everyone will love it. And it's his first show with a 20-piece band. It's sort of like his dream, the Impossible Dream. So I'm asking you guys all, call the theater. Everything's on my Facebook, on my website. You need me, call me. You'll get a discount on your tickets. And we're all going to sit together. And then we're going to this great restaurant before, very much near the theater. Call 10 people, see if they want to go hang out.
Amazing.
Anyone that hangs out with the Breakfast Club show, guess what?
We're
What
having a
happens?
good time.
We have a ball.
Yes,
Broadway
yes,
Arts
yes.
is very nice.
And it's a
Yes.
nice theater.
Yeah.
And he's fabulous singer. He melts you away.
Aw,
Yeah. So, but I first
I
met
got-
him
looks just from the picture.
because
Yeah, handsome
after
guy.
the show, Susan and I go to Casariano at least once a week, and the food
Great
is
restaurant.
delicious.
Amazing
Nice.
Danny's
lobster,
the owner, and then we go to the Polo Lounge, which is a little different.
Look at you.
But there's a bar that is outrageous, and you meet a lot of great people and networking, have a lot of fun. And at Casariano, you can't sit at the bar. That's how people pay for their seats.
Sure.
It's the only place I sit when I
Really?
go there.
You do?
Casariano,
Well, I don't know how you
Really?
get in there. Because
Yeah.
We're pretty popular.
In,
we don't.
in Mineola, right? Yeah, they have a
Well, we're
great
going there
lobster
tonight.
ravioli. Best
Yes.
in the business, if you ask me.
We never got to sit at the bar because it's
have the
always
lobster
packed.
ravioli. You won't be upset. It's amazing.
Yum.
So, and also, Teddy. We have a clip on Teddy or a Puro Jewelers. Did you buy your wife the push ring yet or the push necklace?
I have something in mind. It's not a ring or a
what-
There
or a
it is.
necklace.
Or
is that?
Puro Jewelers in Franklin Square.
Oh, I
That's
know where that
Teddy.
is.
He's a great man. Go and tell him you saw him on the
Oh,
show.
okay.
Any kind of jewelry. There's a push gift. You know about it.
Yeah.
That the mother of the baby gets.
I've purchased jewelry from him. He's from my
Oh,
hometown.
So you
I
know
get
it.
it.
He's
Okay.
that's Franklin Square.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Teddy.
So go see him about the push gift.
For sure.
But you have in mind what you want to give? To your wife? Not yet.
No, I do, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, but does she tell you what she wants or no?
Of course.
All right. Well, some people don't.
Happy
you know.
wife, happy life.
That's
This
it.
is true.
Yeah.
So, that's basically our two sponsors for this month.
Nice.
And then we don't want to stop the show without talking about Mr. Speck.
Mr. Eddie.
Mr. Ed Speck.
Mr. Eddie is a great man. He's with Compass Real Estate now. He's a good friend
Doing
of mine. We
well.
played hockey together. Big Islander fan. Big Manchester United fan. Very good friend of mine.
And he took his 4 kids away. They went on vacation to Greece.
Yeah, he goes to Greece every summer. His wife and his 4 kids. Yeah, he's a great person. Very good at what he does.
And just like my good friend here, Valentina.
Yeah,
And
thank
we're
you.
going to get you in back
Yes,
in the Fontanas.
yep,
I talked
yes,
to Jerry.
yep, yep.
Send him a text, though. It's always good to.
Okay, to remind them, there's
Because
another
of-
Valentina.
Yeah. Because I got a lot of these people in the film.
Yep, yep.
Just
yep.
because in the beginning it was just extras.
Yeah.
But then she was at the right place at the right time. And
Yeah.
she played this
I think
really
it's because
good.
my name was Valentina.
Yeah, well, it didn't hurt. Didn't hurt. And my former husband in the Fontanas, he's dead now in the Fontanas. He's alive, but they killed him off.
Sure.
Is,
Oh, now you told
Spoiler,
them.
spoiler alert.
you know who he is? Sandy Blue Eyes, who works with Chaz Palminteri. He's his bodyguard.
Oh, I love Chaz.
Yes, so do I.
Chaz
right.
loves me.
He
That's
does?
funny. Yeah.
Tell him about me.
I met him a few times. He's
I
a
met him
sweetheart.
too, but I can't get to him.
Oh yeah.
Only in the green room when you.
So I got to work on Joey and Chaz.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
And that's it. But you are really impressive.
Thank you
Guys,
very
let's
much.
give her
Impressive
a
so
hand.
much.
Yes.
Very good.
My
Thank you.
God.
Yeah, and good
All
luck
of
to
you
you.
are very impressive.
Yeah.
Tell me about the planes. Like, where do you go? You went to Nigeria? Where did you go?
No, I went to, I was in Japan because I was doing a drone job. I stayed there for 3 weeks because why not while I'm there? And these are just one-day drone jobs for real estate and land surveying. And then I did...
Now, I have to ask you, if you're going to Japan for, they're paying you for the flight,
the flight, and they're paying me for the job, yeah.
so you must be, it's not just real estate, but like super amazing.
Yeah, it's really the
It's-
land that I
it's-
was...
yeah,
flying
that
over,
they're
yeah.
flying you there.
Oh, yeah. They
I-
like my work.
I'm assuming they're, putting you up, wherever, also taking care of your.
Yeah, for the days of the work, they put me up, and then everything else is on me. Which is
Wow.
fine. It's great.
Yeah.
Now I'm here in this country. It's great. So I've done drone work in the Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, Thailand, South
Wow.
Korea, and Japan.
You got a lot of
Oh.
energy, guys.
It's been really great. I feel really grateful. I'm
should be.
really
I
grateful.
think I want to, when I grow up, want to be you.
Oh, stop.
Or in
Well,
my
listen,
next
guys.
I really love
I'm
it.
in
I really love what I do.
such awe. And
This is
envy.
really impressive. Here you
Yes,
go.
yes.
This is the guy that made my song. He made me this too. Isn't that cute? All the little things. He's so sweet.
That's so nice.
Yes,
Right.
because we like to have fun here. So there you go.
Oh, lovely.
All right. We're coming down to the end, guys.
All right.
What do you want to give some advice about? Something about life today?
Interesting.
If there's something that you want to do in life and people in your life are telling you that you can't do it, just do it anyway.
There you go.
As long as
Like
it doesn't
that
hurt
one.
anyone, of
Right.
course.
If you don't try, you don't know,
Yeah.
right?
You don't ask, you don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
What do I want to tell people? Stay positive about everything. Law of attraction is a real thing, and the law of attraction is a real thing, and
is.
the law of attraction is a real thing.
And
Oh.
it is. Everybody, let's say it again. Law of attraction is
is
a
a
real
real
thing.
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 Yeah.
And that is a wrap.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, I want
everyone.
to say thank you, Val.